This year has been a little bit of a weird one for me. It's been a kind of a non-year. I got a 7-second straddle planche, which I was incredibly happy with at the beginning of the year. That was a goal that I've been looking forward to achieving for a long time. Planned on progressing it towards the full planche, but I got injured. I got hit with a sports hernia that basically ruled me out from March to, pretty much just now. And a lot of what I've been doing up to now really has been working around that, dealing with the fallout from that injury. And that's where I am now. And when we get injured, we can go one of two ways. We can either try and fight the injury, which if the injury is acute or short-term one, isn't too much of an issue. Or we can try and do something different, try and focus on something different, allowing us to maybe gain in an area where we have a little bit more weakness, where you might be able to see a little bit more benefit, and do things that will allow us to be stronger, like eating well, recovering, maybe working on mobility, all the sort of things that ultimately are part of fitness, but maybe as calisthenics athletes we don't focus on. For this reason, in 2025, I have two main goals, but before that I have one priority goal. And let's get to that. And that priority goal is don't fuck up 2025. See, once I realized I was on the mend, my default reaction was to dive straight into exactly where I was before I got injured. And I'm sure you can see, the big problem there. I'm more likely to get injured again than actually make any progress. So what I'll be doing is spending the next 3 months of my training just focused on conditioning, building muscle, getting stronger before I start working on the skills I really want to learn, which are the front lever and the advanced tuck planche. In terms of specifics of what those 3 months will look like, I'm going to be focused on, you guessed it, the basics. So today's push session is a glimpse of what that will look like, starting off the workout as usual with some skill specific work. And today we've got the planche lean. I really love what this exercise does for getting a better understanding of planche mechanics, and if I compare how I used to do planche leans versus now, we're completely worlds apart. Then I went into some tuck planches. Now, full disclosure, aside from the front lever, this is the skill that took the biggest hit when I got my hernia. Everything about the tuck planche just felt really horrible, so what I'm doing here is working it to a 12-second hold, really just trying to get back to having it feel really good again. This was followed by handstand push-ups. Now, I get a lot of questions on whether to do handstand push-ups freestanding or against a wall. I personally feel that if you're going for strength and with that strength focus, wall is always going to be better. You can just push with more power, not really have to worry about balance, and just really get the work in high reps. Slow down your eccentrics, not have to worry about falling in and out of the handstand. Pike push-ups next, and you might be wondering, well, why are you doing pike push-ups when you've just done chest to wall handstand push-ups? Now, the real reason for it is, number one, extra range of motion. I really like going deep on these pike push-ups. I'm going to hit that for more reps than I can on a chest to wall handstand push-up. But also, I just really like what they do with my shoulders. I enjoy them, they feel great. And this planche forward at the beginning of every rep, I know just has so much carryover to the planche. I really feel it in my delts, but also in the way that I hold my body just from head to toe as well. Then I moved on to some deficit push-ups with a really humbling pause at the top. The only reason I do these, aside from push-ups just being a fantastic exercise, is I want to spend more time in protraction. I want to be able to hold that protraction, which is so important to the planche. Again, I'm not worrying about the lean here. I'm just worrying about getting time in that protracted position, really pushing tall, and even on the way down, getting a little bit of that stretch on the chest. By this point though, I was feeling really tired. So as usual, I wrapped up the whole session with some handstand playtime. In my personal life, we're actually in the process of moving home. We're moving from Chelmsford all the way across the country to a place called Cheltenham. See the CH theme there, maybe that's relevant, I don't know. But that means I'm also conscious that this year will probably be a little bit taxing from a stress perspective. And whenever life comes at you like that, you really just got to manage things so that you can still continue to keep hitting your goals. On that point though, what are your goals for 2025? Let me know down in the comment section below. And crowd, I'll see you in the next one.